Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today in this lecture we'll study about the movements of the earth. Now earth has two types of movement, rotation and revolution. What is rotation? Rotation is movement of earth on its own axis. That is known as the rotation of the earth, like this. Now you know earth, I'm saying that rotation of the earth on its own axis. What is axis? Axis is kind of imaginary line which is passing through this is north pole and this is the south pole of the earth. So the imaginary line which is passing through north pole and the south pole is called axis. And earth is moving on its own axis from west to east, like this. As earth it is moving on its own axis. This type of movement of the earth is called rotation of the earth. Now, due to the rotation of the earth, we have days and nights. For example, this is sun. So the countries which are there on this half of the earth, which are directly in front of the sun, which are facing the sun, they will be having day. At that time, the countries which are there on this half of the earth, which are not getting the sunlight, they will be having night. As earth is moving on its own axis, so as the part of the earth will come in front of the sun, it will get the sunlight and they will be having day and the another one will be having night. In this way it is happening. And earth, it is not straight like this, it is tilted. It is not straight like this, it is tilted on its axis. It is tilted on 23.5 degree angle. Now after this, second type of movement is a revolution. What is revolution? Along with it, earth also it is moving around the sun. So the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. Earth completes its one rotation. It means earth, it is completing its one complete cycle. For example, it will start from this point. See, for example, it has started from this. So again it will complete this complete cycle. It will again come back here in 24 hours. That is one day. And another thing, there is one more imaginary line. You can see this red line here on the globe, this red line. So this is also one type of imaginary line. We call it equator. And what we have imagined, that this line, it is dividing the earth into two equal halves. The upper half is known as the northern hemisphere and downward part is called southern hemisphere. When we are talking about the revolution of the earth, for example, earth has started from this point, it will complete the whole cycle around the sun and then again it will come on this point. This is known as revolution. This completes one cycle of the revolution. So earth, it completes its one revolution in 365 days and 6 hours. Now in 1 year we have 365 days. Now what about 6 hours? These 6 hours, these are adjusted after every 4 year in the leap year. After every 4 year in the month of February, in place of 28 days, we have total 29 days. So in the leap year, there are total 366 days. If we will multiply or add 6 hours 4 times, then it will be 24 hours and 24 hours is equal to 1 day. That's why 1 day is increased after every 4 years. That's why we have leap year after every 4 years. Now, due to the revolution of the earth and due to tilt of the earth is tilted on 23.5 degree angle due to these two reasons. Which two reasons? Due to the tilt of the earth and second, due to the revolution of the earth, we have 4 different seasons. Now what are these 4 different seasons? Summer, winter, autumn and spring. Now We have these four seasons on the basis of the position of the earth, that how much amount of sunlight, sun heat are they getting it. For example, when earth is at this position, at that time sun, it is directly in front of the southern hemisphere. So the countries which are there in southern hemisphere, they will be having summer, and this is away from sunlight. It is not getting that much amount of, northern hemisphere is not getting that much amount of sun. So it will be having winters. Now after that, when earth will be in this position, southern hemisphere will be at this position, it will be having autumn, and northern hemisphere will be having spring. When again at this point now, so the northern hemisphere is exactly in front of the sun, so this portion it will be getting direct sun's heat. This portion, that is your northern hemisphere, they will be having summer, and the southern hemisphere they will be having winters. And when earth is at this, again it will come on this position, then now northern hemisphere it will be having autumn, and southern hemisphere will be having spring season. So this was the all about the movement of the earth. In next lecture we'll do back exercise of the chapter. Have a nice day everyone.